Hey y'all, I'm gonna start this with my Tuesday clip. So yesterday, as I mentioned on my end of the day video that I posted everywhere, usually around 7, I had to go see the kidney doctor. It was my yearly checkup for my kidney stones, kidney diseases. I've had those since I was 16, which is when they took half of my right kidney off. And then in my 20s and 30s, they had to do reconstructive surgery. I've probably been operated on. I don't know. I've lost count how many times it is, but it's probably in the hundreds by now. Um, every 6 months for since I was 16, I was getting kidney stones. Sometimes it was even less than that, and they had to pull them out. So yeah, 35 years, dozens and dozens of operations. So he told me my right or my left side is pretty clean, which is good news. But the ones that have been floating around on my right side, through 3 doctors now, he said they grew a little bit, and he's kind of concerned about that. So next week I got to go get that CAT scan and see what happens, and then if he's got to operate on me, then I guess my travel plans are on hold until I heal, or we'll see what happens next week. I don't know. He's gonna call me a little bit afterwards. I don't know if I want to leave or not. So, or if he can schedule him for when I come back, which will be in October, November. Maybe we can do that because they've been in there. I don't know, 15, 20 years. I don't think a couple months, hopefully, will be that big of a deal. They don't really bother me. I never know that they're there. But we'll see what happens. So, yeah, that was my kind of depressing news yesterday. So, I'm not too happy with that. Back to work on Wednesday. I'm doing DoorDash. I made almost $40. I'm like 25 cents off. Half of the orders that they were sending me were not that great, but it's my market. It's the end of the month, so people have to pay rent on the first ish. And it's also 4th of the July week next week, so I'm sure there's a lot of people going away. Schools are out. So I get what I get. I'll take even $40 almost for the day. It's not that great, but you know, it is at this time. I guess it's $40 I didn't have. So I'm gonna plan on hopefully buying at least one of my covers for the book that I have. There are the 2 books or 2 stories that I have sitting on my hard drive. So I gotta talk to the cover designer about that. She hasn't. I haven't contacted her in sometime last year. It was about 6 months ago. So hopefully she's still making covers, but we'll find out. And other than that, if I can get to 200 this week, I don't really have to pay much bills. And I also get some of my dividend money this week because that I have in the market. I got my VTI money coming and my SHD money, and then my savings account too. So I probably will make about 300 this week, and then I get extra money from other things. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, not a great start for the week. $40 is kind of depressing, pathetic, but it is what it is. So. Alright, I will probably see you later tonight when I do my 7 o'clock video, so have a good one. Hey y'all, it's Saturday, but I'm going to talk about Thursday. So I did go out and do my deliveries. I made about $35, which wasn't great compared to what I used to make. I used to make about 50 to 60 when I was out for lunch, but it is what it is. People are struggling, so I'll take the 35. And afterwards, I did come back and I did about 400 words to my new stories in my Bassett's Daughter settings / world. So, Sydney's story is about 20,000 words into it already. So I got about another 20 to 30,000 to add. We'll see what happens. But I'm making progress on it, and I'll keep working on it and see how far I go. And that was pretty much it. So, it was work and reading and writing. So, Thursday was just a typical work day. Friday was just miserable. Oh my god, I can't believe how bad Friday was. 28 hours for the couple hours that I was out was just pathetic. But it got me to about $100 for the week. And other than that, Friday was just spent reading and sleeping. I was tired, so it was almost the end of the week, and I just didn't feel good. The weather was changing, and it was just a horrible day. So by the time I came back, I just went to sleep and then relaxed and did some reading for the night. It's a rainy Saturday here, and I just came back, so I'm sitting in my car from doing deliveries. Made about $40, which was a lot better than compared to yesterday. I'm about 140 for the week. I'm gonna go probably one more day tomorrow, and I'll see if I can maybe squeak up to 200, or if I can get up to about 180. I guess that's good enough for the week. It's just been a very miserable week. I think I'm gonna go do some writing, since I didn't get to it yesterday. And then I'll spend the rest of the day probably reading and resting. So, yeah, it was just not a good week. We'll see what happens for tomorrow, and I'm going to call it a week. Hey, y'all, it's Sunday, and it's the last day I went out and did deliveries. Yeah, tomorrow and Tuesday is my weekend. So I made about $54 today, and I'm about 196 all week, which wasn't too bad. I took some money from my IRA, and I'm gonna pay my car off. So anything I make now is basically just my money to do with, anyways. I had an Acorns account, and I know I'm going to get taxed on it because I withdrew it early. But looking at it and the fees that Acorns was charging me, I just decided to just pull my money and close that account. So yeah, I'm going to take that money and just pay my car off. So it wasn't a bad week. I'm going to use some of that money to buy a cover so I can publish one of those books. And I got a couple other things I do. I need to get a haircut. And so yeah, not a bad week. I was hoping to make two, but I'm about $3 and some odd cents off. So I'm close. And I got other money coming in because my dividend money came in for Marcus and VTI and SHED. And then I make some other money doing some freelance work. So I can't complain. I still made over 200 for the week. Actually, I probably made about 3, depending on what my dividend money comes in. So yeah, that's it for the week. And I'm going to go chill and do some stuff and put this video together and so I can publish it tomorrow. So hopefully you had a good one, and I will see you next week.